Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. Big up your damn selves in the building as always. Make sure you smash up the likes and subscribe. Let's get into this because I was reflecting, I was repenting, and I've been taking my good sweet time for that West Ham performance and result because I'm not gonna lie, it hit me in the heart and I really wanted them 3 points. So now I'm in recovery, and whilst I'm recovering, I'm looking at that transfer news and it's making me ill. It's making me ill again. Balogun, let's start there. Balogun. Why 50 million to Arsenal? Does it make sense? Let's talk about if it makes sense. 22 goals last season, 7 of them pens. Still young, 22 years old, but aren't they all? Aren't they all, Todd Bowie? How many more young strikers do we need? We've done the deal for Washington. We have that Trofofana. We have Armando Broja, who Pochettino likes and respects, as I have to keep saying. And we have Jackson. So how many more young strikers must we stockpile just for one of them to work? Why not, and it's just a suggestion, go for a different age group now? If we're looking for a striker, which I am now, I'm not against. When Nkunku was fit, I was like, nah, I don't really see this as a necessary need. But now that we've got 2 injuries to the 10 positions in Nkunku and Carney, it makes sense to just give an extra layer of firepower because not only is Broja not fit and available, but also we're just one player missing away from being left with one out-and-out striker, whereas before Nkunku was kind of like an emergency striker option. So I understand the logic, but with Balogun, I don't understand what he's. Listen, I get it. Good box movement, good finisher. He's put the ball in the back of the net a few times. That's great. 1 season, but my point is that okay, let's get a different profile to what we have. We know Jackson can run in and behind. We know Jackson has good movement, can finish, can do everything outside of the box as well. Brilliant link-up player, good first touch. Nice ball control, right? And we know Broja is similar. He can run the channels. He can have good movement as well, running behind. Then we get another striker that does definitely the hold up and, like I said, build up a lot worse than Jackson. Not the same level as Jackson, but can run in behind as well with good movement and good finishing. For me, where's the aerial ability up front? Where's the aerial ability up front? If we're going to be putting the ball into the box, we've seen that before now. We've crossed the ball and aerially we don't have anything to even match up to what we're going up against in terms of centre-backs. Zuma, Ogbonna, these guys just ate us alive, right? Why not get an older striker that can have some sort of threat aerially? I'm looking at aerial duels one for Balogun and it's 20%. It's 0.4 per game. So if we are looking for something different, which is what Poch said, if we're looking for something different from Broja, then why are we not looking at a completely contrasting profile? Taremi is at Porto. He's half the price of Balogun. He's 31. Yes, I know he's not an under 23, but he has won 52% of his aerial duels, 1.8 per game. At least then that's somebody to hit in the box. We know this very well because he literally scored from a cross against us in the Champions League. But this is somebody that is consistently getting goals. This is somebody that is also experienced in playing in a 2-striker system at Porto, which we are effectively using at times with Jackson, as it would have been with Nkunku. But he is also a threat in the box. He's a different type of striker to Jackson, but he's still well-rounded. And because he's been playing that 2-striker system, you take a look at his metrics of his progressive passing, you take a look at his even progressive carries, he's someone that can link up the play still, but like I said, they can interchange. And you can have Jackson drop off and do that work. You can also ask Taremi to drop off and do that work. They can do both. But Taremi is a better player in the air. I just don't understand why we're going with yet another striker that really, last season, Balogun only played up front. He's not played out wide. So that means Jackson would have to move. Maybe Jackson would drop deeper. But if the game wasn't going our way, we didn't have that space in behind and we needed to now put the crosses into the box, neither of them are good in the air. Neither of them can win those headers and their percentages show that. Jackson's is 30% from last year. Balogun's is 20% from last year. Villarreal and in the French league respectively. Just for me, I just feel like it's not making sense for 50 million. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not understanding it. So I'd prefer not. I'd prefer to find a cheaper alternative. Like I said, Taremi is probably 20 million, 25 million max. Still low wages. And again, not everybody has to be on a 7-8 year contract. Not everybody. I get it if you're amortizing a massive fee like Caicedo and it's going to help you on the financials. And an Enzo Fernandez. And maybe even a Mudryk. But I don't think every single player we sign, which would be my danger and my worry with Balogun, needs to be on a 7 to 8 year contract as well. Because then what you end up having is a squad full of players on 7-8 year contracts. And if some of them then don't work out, but they're happy with the money they're earning or the next kind of club would be a drop-off, how do you move them? And then they're not running out of contract anytime soon. They're running out of contract in like 6 years, 5 years. And you want to change the squad, you want to alter, you want to make an adjustment, but you can't because you're trapped. You're in traffic now, you're blocked. So I think it's good to have a 31-year-old and then a couple of young strikers. It creates balance, not only from an experience and potential leadership standpoint, but also just in terms of the fact that if Taremi doesn't work out, he's on a 3-year deal, maybe even a 2. I ain't got a problem with that. And it's not something that's going to absolutely screw you over for windows to come. So for me personally, that would be what I would prefer to do. Obviously, Balogun is a clear link. Another link was Brennan Johnson. Thankfully, Fabrizio put that to the side and said, it's a here we know, it's not a here we go, because I swear this was another one where I was raising my eyebrows through the roof. Why Brennan Johnson? I'm looking at Nottingham Forest. He's not even standing out to me as their best attacker. I'm looking at Gibbs White in that front three. I'm looking at the striker. Why? He can play wide, he can play central. Cool. He's another young player, another potential 7-8 year contract. If they're going to get this length of contract, let them be something special, not a squad player. And for the fee was astronomical. I'm pretty sure Nottingham Forest were just trying to price him out of a move. And then we were actually like, it's not actually that bad. No. If it's going to be someone of that age, on that length of contract, let it be somebody special like a Cherky. Somebody that's a game changer, both-footed, can dribble to a great level, can pass to a great level, has potential for goal scoring. We've talked about Kudus as well. Somebody that has an eye for a goal, good striker of the ball, but can still link up, can dribble, can carry the ball past players, can go out wide. There's players on the market that are talented, that are tantalizing. Why are we looking at these meaty options that are not even the best attackers in their said teams? I don't get it. It's disturbing and I'm disgruntled. I just don't want to see it. Sometimes it's just better to not do business at all. If you're telling me Brennan Johnson is an option, for that money, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'd probably just keep Hudson-Odoi in his final year and just let him do what he's doing. And I don't even want to keep Hudson-Odoi. I was the 1v1 demon kind of, advertiser. But even I'm very cool on Hudson-Odoi just going now. 100%. He needs to go. He's part of that list. And, because he's not bringing goals to the team. You take a look at the wide options. All of them are chance creators in their own right, in a different way. Mudryk, we saw how he'll run to the byline and have a cutback. Sterling will take it past a couple of players in the last match. Madueke the same. I wouldn't mind having a winger that can score goals, a winger that is more heavy on the shots. But in terms of Hudson-Odoi, he's not that kind of guy. Again, he's another creative winger. So it would be great if we could kind of prioritize that and not get lost in the smoke of just adding wingers, and none of them are actually fixing or enhancing what we're currently bad at or currently good at. Is Brennan Johnson better than our wingers? Not really. Is he better at scoring goals than our wingers? He's got 8 goals. He's humble. I'm not going to lie, 8 goals in the Premier League is not bad for him. But again, I'm not seeing any outstanding attributes. So for me personally, I would like to keep it moving on that one as well. But thankfully, Fabrizio has said it's not happening and we've moved to other targets. I'm interested to see what the other targets are. We were looking at Bacola. We were looking at so many other players. I think it's very important at this stage of the window, we do not panic. Carney Chukwuemeka is out for 6 weeks. It's not ideal. Maybe Andre Santos could be an option in that higher 10/high 8 position, depending on that 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Andre Santos has shown that he can score goals for his former club Vasco in the Brazilian league. And he's shown it in the Under-20 World Cup as well. I'm not saying that that's a guaranteed hit in that position, but at least it's an option. It's better than buying someone for 50-40 million that isn't really a floor raiser. Obviously, Gallagher's an option there as well. He'll take his shots. And we know in the 10 position what we're going to get from him. We don't really need him deeper now because we do have Lavia, Caicedo and those guys to be in the first phase to do off the ball and what they do on the ball as well, better than Gallagher. So that we have in-house options. We are running out of options because our 10s keep getting injured. And if we're looking for that striker, like I said, with Nkuku injured and that emergency striker option kind of gone, it's just Broja and Jackson, I'm here for it. But can it at least be a striker that is either going to provide something completely different to what we already have, or is elite? There aren't many, if any, elite options available, so at least just let it be a completely different profile. Balogun is not a completely different profile to what we already have. And like I said, he's only played up front, so that tells me Jackson's moving out wide. Not a massive fan of that, considering how well he's been playing up front. So Taremi from Porto, keep an eye. Check out the statistics. In fact, I think I mentioned him in a former video. I don't know if you guys will remember. I went through the data. But at least get somebody that is aerially efficient. Somebody aerially dominant, because we don't have that. And out wide, Somebody that can score. We don't have that. Until next time, make sure you like and subscribe. In a bit, people. Big up your damn selves. Peace.